Welcome to another CRaFTi video. So today's one is looking at two new sort of things. The first thing that's very obvious is the Simon's Space Adventure collection from Spellbinders. I could not wait to start using these dies. They've been sitting there and I've been itching to use them, and they coincidentally just sort of worked out with another idea that I wanted to try that I'll explain in a second and that you'll see in part of the sped up portion of the video. But the dies that I've used, there's 3 different sets in the Space Adventure collection. There's one that has sentiments in here where you can do happy birthday, you can do birthday greetings, and then you can also do like love you to the moon and back, and then use the moon as well. And you can also do happy birthday earthling or birthday greetings earthling as well, as funny kind of sentiments to go along with aliens. And then you have one set that gives you a rocket with the moon and shooting stars, and then you have another set that gives you the flying saucer with planets and then different variations that you can create your little alien to go inside the flying saucer as well. And I just could not wait to have a play with these because they're just so adorable. And so I've created these 2 cards, but there's something a little bit different about these 2 cards. In the background, there's like these wispy clouds, and they're actually made using heat transfer puff vinyl. So I went into my LOKLiK Idea Studio and used my LOKLiK cutting machine that I showed you about a year ago now. And I cut out, I think I just searched for cloud and scrolled down a bit, and I found all of these wispy cloud kind of shapes. You'll see them at the beginning bit of the sped up portion of the video, them in the full sort of shape. They're not hidden behind the elements, but they're kind of like these wispy clouds. And I remembered I did a card a while back using some of Lisa Horton's Interference inks, and I used some Sizzix dies to create like a moody night sky, and I think I had the moon and clouds and bats and things on it. And so I wanted to combine puff vinyl in a cloud sort of shape with the Lisa Horton Interference ink pads. So I was using these colours. I was using Lemon Candy, which when you go onto black comes out in a pinky tone. I was using Ripe Mango, which onto black comes out as a green tone. Peacock Tails, which on black comes out as a purple tone, and then Golden Sun, which on black comes out as a yellowy tone. And so basically what I started with was cutting out those puff vinyl clouds and sort of heat setting them instead of onto fabric like you normally do. I heat set them onto a piece of black card, and then I use those inks to kind of create the background and like emphasize the clouds a little bit. And so this video is kind of a preemptive demonstration really of something that is coming in a video at the weekend. I very kindly got sent the LOKLiK Impress Auto2 Smart Automatic Heat Press from LOKLiK and HTVRONT. So there's going to be a video on that at the weekend, but I just had to try it with the Puff HTV because I did a card a while back. You probably saw it if you like watching my videos, and I tried to puff heat transfer puff vinyl with my tiny little LOKLiK heat press, and it doesn't really work. The other card that I gave to my mum actually for Christmas was better than this second one. This part didn't even puff at all, but it kind of gave like a flocked sort of effect. But the results that you should get with puff are much puffier because it is a puff vinyl. This isn't exactly how it would appear on fabric, because fabric is more malleable, so it kind of moves with the puff and you get more of a smooth overall puff. But I quite like this sort of wrinkled dimensional look that it gave you from puffing it onto cardstock, and I really wanted to just experiment with the Auto2 Smart Heat Press to see if we could use it within our card making as well. And it works really, really nicely to puff vinyl onto your cards, because I know we have products like Fluffy Stuff from Cosmic Shimmer or the Expanding Mousse from Nuvo and things like that that can give you a puffed kind of effect, or Andy Skinner's Lava Paste, stuff like that. But you don't always want to be messy. Sometimes it bleeds under the stencil and you don't get the look that you want. You've got to leave it for ages to dry, or you've got to heat it for ages and get it to puff. Sometimes you don't puff it enough, the underlayer's not dry, bits of it fall off, all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to kind of see if we could use puff vinyl on our cards to get that kind of look, and it does really work really, really nicely. So that is kind of like the The main reason I was doing this video is to play around with that puff vinyl, and you'll see that as the first sort of bit in the sped up portion of the video. But then I just had to use the gorgeous Simon Space Adventure collection to embellish the cards, and then those Lisa Horton interference inks just work so nicely to create your galaxy kind of background as well. So I just thought I'd do this little introduction to kind of tell you my thought process behind this card, why I decided to use puff vinyl to kind of create part of the background and everything as well. But I hope you enjoy seeing sort of the process behind these cards, even if you don't want to give puff vinyl a try or aren't interested at all in the LOKLiK Auto 2 Smart machine. Then it's just another version of something that you could do on your cards. You could definitely use some kind of stencil and use one of your pastes through it to create your initial background first as well, and then kind of create something similar on top. But I just really wanted to have a go at this, so I thought I might as well film it as a video for you. So hope you like the look of the cards, and I'll pass you over to Past Me, who's in sped up mode, showing you the process behind making these cards as well. So thanks so much for watching. Bye!